Welcome to today's video. If you're watching this, it means that you like one of two things. You like the color yellow, or B, you like Hondas, both which of things that I love as well. But this video is a quick walk around. I know there's a million videos of these online already, but that's fine. This is more of a future plans for the car, my goals, my intentions, and just a quick recap if you've not watched the other videos, what really got me into cars. So this is my 2021 Honda Civic Type R LE, or limited edition. I've actually had two Civic Type Rs prior to this. I had a 2019 Championship White, and I had a 2017 Rally Red. Then of course this is the 2021 in Phoenix Yellow, which is just a stunning color. It looks awesome in person. It's really vibrant, and it's just really cool. So, you know, with the new FL5 coming out, the new Type R, I'm not crazy about the looks. So for me personally, in my opinion, this is the greatest front-wheel drive hatchback that Honda has and will make. I know that's a bold statement, but with all the EPA regulations changing, the electric car push, I just don't see how, you know, they've reached the pinnacle of what they can do with a front-wheel drive car, in my opinion. And I wanted to capture that. I wanted that last piece of Honda's history for myself. So I didn't keep the Supra along. And don't get me wrong, the Supra is a great partnership between Toyota and BMW. It's a very fun car. It's good looking for the most part. But you know, let's be honest. Not only do I have, you know, my kiddo's 4 almost, but you know, I'm just a Honda guy. So always have been, and always will be. So you can't deny your past. So if you've not seen these or not familiar with these cars, these are they made 600 examples, and this is car number 560 out of 600. They each get their own little special badge. A few changes they made from the standard 20 and 21 cars. They get their own bespoke wheel design, their BBS forged wheels, which look okay, but they're still 20s. They're too big, and the rubber band of a tire they give you is a joke to drive around. Besides that, you also get, of course, the Honda Sensing package, which is the adaptive cruise control, the lane assistance, which is amazing on long drives. It basically drives itself. And there is no rear wiper in this car. They've removed some of the sound deadening. There's no rear HVAC vents. And with that and the wheels, as well as the changes to the suspension, they have shaved about 50 pounds off of a standard Civic Type R. So that being said, it's 100% stock except for window tint, which is all about to change. So anyone that knows me and seen what cars I drive, I don't leave anything stock for long. So it's just not in my nature. I debated back and forth a lot to even buy this car because it's a special car, but I knew I wasn't going to leave it stock if I bought it. I'm not the type of person to buy something collectible and just have it sit around. So for me, I knew when I pulled the trigger on this that it was going to be modified and driven. So I have ordered a ton of stuff for this car. This is the first and last time it will ever look like this. Now, everything I'm doing, it will be reversible. I'm not going to cut a bunch of holes in the car. I'm not going to do anything to drastically, you know, I guess devalue is the word I'm looking for, because ultimately at the end of the day, it is a special limited run car, and I don't want to shoot myself in the foot by, you know, ruining that if I do want to resell the car later. That being said, I love these cars, and I do not have any intentions of selling this. I wish it, you know, I want it to remain in my permanent collection that I'm gonna keep. So I've got springs that I've bought. I'm not doing coilovers because I want to retain the factory adjustments. The different modes are nice to have. I went with white line springs. I did a lot of research, talked to a lot of people, and that's a good setup for me for now. It drops the car about 0.8 of an inch, which is perfect. Still can get over speed bumps, still can do things, but lowering my center of gravity is important, as well as getting rid of some of the wheel gap, which is not horrible, but it's too much. So that will close it in. Also going to be getting some, of course, shocker. I want bronze bulk wheels, so that's going to be happening. I actually have a trade that I'm working on with a guy. He's buying a Supra soon, and I still have the Supra T37s, and this guy is selling his Civic, and we're going to swap. So everybody's going to win there. So so there's a couple things right off the bat. I hate with a passion the black mirror caps. Hate it. I can say it again, hate it. So I bought a set of just OEM ones because these are special to the car, so I didn't want to paint these. So I bought OEM ones. I'm going to have paint matched yellow. And then I also bought a scoop to paint. However, I ended up buying a carbon hood. So I don't know if I'm going to... If this is fairly cheap to paint the replacement one, I'll do it for now so it doesn't bother me. But I bought a very cool special hood. It won't be here until November or just before Christmas probably. Maybe it'll show up by my birthday, who knows. So that's cool. Can't wait to get that. I got a car use wing extension flap. So what it does is it's purely aesthetic, but it wraps around the front of this piece here, and it gives you a flap. It's a more aggressive flap, and it looks fantastic. I'm on the fence about it, but it was pretty cheap in comparison to like the Veris extension or the EVS, which are both on my list. So we're going to try that, and if I don't like it, I'll go with a Veris one. Front lip, probably going to do the EVS front lip. It's carbon fiber. It'll flow in nice with the hood. Also, this piece here, since it will still be yellow when I get a carbon hood, I'm going to find a vinyl wrap that matches the hood once it shows up. I'm going to wrap that piece myself because that will drive me nuts. And then it'll have I'm going to do a race spread splitter, of course, because those guys are awesome, and they always support me and have great communication, great customer service. And then really, as far as like performance goes, anybody that has one of these cars or has driven one, they don't have a ton of character stock, meaning they're very quiet. So I'm going to do a front pipe and an exhaust system, and I'm going to do an intake. I do not have plans to do downpipe and a tune on this. I don't think the car personally needs any more power. It's very quick as is, and I just want to do things to enhance the driving experience and change it visually. So that's kind of where that's going to be. The interior is nothing short of a masterpiece, in my opinion. The wheel is Alcantara for 2020 and newer. I was really unsure about it before I saw it in person and drove it. It's fantastic. Love it. I'll probably do, I've got my Renegade shift knob that I really like that's titanium, so I'll probably get a different collar ring that's smaller to accommodate that. And other than that, I really like the interior. It's got really nice floor mats already. They're WeatherTech, I think, or something. So it's got those already. The seats are amazing in these cars. Really and truly, I mean, that's all that I'm doing with the inside. Oh, I also have ordered different taillights. So these are okay. I just, of course, this is a special car, so I wanted to make it look just crazy and special. So, but these are they're just beautiful. Like, if you've got friends that have one, or you might have one, I mean, you understand. This has, and not even that, I've never ever encountered a car that is as good of so many things that this car is. So I'll give you, think about it like this. How many cars can you think of that are very aesthetically pleasing, that have 4 doors for practicality, so for family use, road trips? How many cars can you think of that are comfortable for long trips, have good seat support, creature comforts, so all the cruise control, the lane assistance, the navigation, GPS, decent sound system, air conditioning, of course? How many cars can you think of that also meet all of those criteria, but you can also go to the racetrack? And I mean, literally the only thing that I'm going to do before I go to the track for functional is I'm going to put brake fluid. I'm going to swap out for some modal brake fluid and go thrash around the track. How many cars can you think of that can do everything I just said? There's not very many. And the final piece that I forgot, can do it reliably over and over and over. So that's the huge reason for this jump. I know I've swapped a few cars this year, and some of them were intentionally bought just to resell, but they all lead up to, this. So just for me personally, I don't like to throw around the dream car word, but honestly, I just can't think of any other cars that do everything like this car does. So for me, I think that's pretty special, and so I can't wait to just change this car ever so slightly, but really just make this incredible machine even better. So that's it for today's video. I'm gonna do some part installs. I'm gonna do the springs next week actually, and get that on, and then I've got some parts that are showing up that will be getting put on as I receive them. So there's a track day through Binge. It used to be Binge Tokyo, but now it's just Binge track days, and that's at my local track to me, which is in Bowling Green, so NCM, that I'm going to take this to for that weekend. It's the week before my birthday, so that'll kind of be its debut at the track. I can't wait to experience what that's going to feel like. Should be a totally different car by then. It'll have different suspension, wheels and tires, intake, exhaust. I don't know if I'll have my hood by then, which is a bummer because the hood really helps with heat extraction, which is a small problem on these cars, but that hood's just going to help a ton. So, but anyway, I'm sure it'll do great. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things, I just love this car. So anybody that's fortunate enough to even have a Type R, let alone on a limited edition, just you guys know how I feel. This is pretty awesome. So, but more to come soon on that. And I'm also looking for another little cheap fun car. This is going to be my long-term track car / do everything car, but I want kind of more of a weapon that I can go and thrash all the time. So I'm on the hunt for that. I got a few prospects. I shouldn't have sold the S2000. Let's just be honest. So I do have a small amount of regret for selling the S2000, but it is what it is. it helped me to get to the next step and, you know, reach those goals that I've been working towards. So really and truly, it's not regret, it's just moving forward. So, but appreciate you guys watching along. Throw some questions out there. What do you guys want to see? What do you think would be cool as the next track weapon? Any suggestions on these cars? Anything that's cool that maybe I don't know? You know, let me know. Comment down below, and we'll see you guys next time. Have an awesome weekend. Thank you so much.